Kwesi Millington here again from communicate2create.com, and today I'm going to talk to you about storytelling. Now, when it comes to storytelling, I'm sure you may have seen many tips online on how to tell a story, but today I'm going to give you 5 tips, 5 keys to storytelling that will help you when you speak. Now, a lot of people have stories in their lives, but the thing is with story, if you don't have the proper structure to a story, it can be all over the place. I don't know if you've ever heard a speaker whose story was all over the place. It's like a house without a foundation. It's not secure and it doesn't drive home your points the way they should. So I'm going to talk about 5 keys that if you have them, you will have a system that you can apply to any story that will stick and will sell. So if you have a message that you need to sell to your audience, or even if you're doing a product that you want to talk about, the system will apply to any story. And the first step, they're all going to begin with the letter C. The first step is to captivate. Now, what do I mean by captivate? When you start a speech, your audience should be ready to listen right away. They should be at the edge of their seats saying, you know what, I wonder what's next. You can do that with a question at the beginning of your speech, a statement that may go against the grain. You can start right into your story. There are many ways to do it, but think of a way to captivate when you start. The second key to storytelling is your conflict. Now think about when you go to the movies. What gets you when you go to the movies? The problem or the conflict that the character faces that gets you to stay right until the end of the movie. When you tell a story, think of some type of conflict that your character can go through. There are 3 types of conflict. One is man versus nature, the second is man versus man, and the third is man versus self. The third type of conflict is typically the one that gets the most attention and resonates with people the most, because man versus self is all about our internal struggle, and that's what connects with the most people. The biggest enemy you'll ever face is yourself. So think of a conflict that your character or you can get into to hook your audience in. The third step is the cure. Now, there's no point having a problem or a conflict if you're not going to resolve it at the end. So there has to be some new lesson or new way that you've started or learned how to do that provides you with your cure to your problem. It could be a book you read that showed you a new process. It could be someone in your life that taught you something, family member or friend or a mentor. But what's the cure for your story? The next step, and this is one that a lot of speakers miss, is the change. A lot of times we may hear speeches and the speaker may say, do this or do that, follow your dreams, set goals, whatever, that type of message, but they don't then tell you how their life is better, how things have changed for them. And so the fourth step is the change. What has changed in your life as a result of what you learned from the book or the mentor or the person in your life? How's your life better? You need to sell that to the audience so they can look at you and say, you know what? It's worked for him and this is what has changed in his life. I'm going to do that and maybe my life will change too. And finally, the closing. Closing your speech is one of the most important things to remember, because what you leave your audience with is what they're going to take home, what they're going to be reminded of weeks later. So remember to close with impact. So have some type of call to action or takeaway that your listeners can take from your speech and apply to their life. So just to review, captivate your audience, give them a conflict, cure the conflict, show how your life has changed, and close with impact. If you apply those 5 steps to your next speech, or any speech, it's a system you can use over and over again, and it will stick and sell. Your resource for this tip is to go to my website, communicate2create.com, and get your free download, 5 more steps to superior storytelling. And very soon I'll be releasing an ebook online called 20 Vital Steps to Storytelling, which is going to take these steps even further to help you develop an absolutely awesome speech. So follow the 5 steps, the 5 keys to storytelling that we've outlaid today, and apply them to any speech you do and watch how amazing your speech has become. So until next time, keep speaking, sharing, and serving.